n is equal to 0 to infinity a e to the power of minus j omega all to the power of n. Okay, so now what we can do is we can interchange the order of the limits of the summation, because the summation limits can be taken in any order. That's why we can interchange this one. So we can rewrite this one as x of e to the power of j omega is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a e to the power of j omega to the power of n plus summation n is equal to 0 to the infinity a e to the power of minus j omega all to the power of n, all to the power of n. Okay. Now we know the two formulas we know. So we know that. So since the value of this one is less than 1, we know this one summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. So a to the power of n is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a. So provided a should be less than 1. And the modified version of this formula, which is nothing but summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a to the power of n is nothing but, so a divided by 1 minus a. It's correct now. A divided by 1 minus a, correct, right? Provided a should be less than 1. Whether this formula is correct? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So a divided by 1 minus a. Let us apply both the formulas here. So it will become x of e to the power of j omega. So this is equal to the a e to the power of j omega. So divided by 1 minus a e to the power of j omega as per the first one. Okay, as per the first formula, this is okay. So n is equal to a divided by 1 minus a. In place of a, we have this one. For the second formula, we have 1 divided by 1 minus a e to the power of minus j omega. A e to the power of minus j omega. Okay, e to the power of minus j omega. Now, if you want, you can take the LCM of these two. We can take the LCM of these two. 1 minus e to the power of j omega is there. 1 minus a e to the power of minus j omega is there. Let us take the LCM. Let us simplify this one. Okay, so x of e to the power of j omega. So you apply the sum of infinite times formula, and we evaluated this one. So let us apply the sum of, let us take the LCM of this one. So here you can see there's a difference here. 1 minus e to the power of j omega is there. 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega is there. So you should take care and you should take the LCM here. So it is 1. I'm going to multiply each and every term here. So 1 into 1 will become 1. 1 into minus a e to the power of minus j omega. Next, minus a e to the power of j omega. Minus into minus will become plus a square into e to the power of j omega and e to the power of minus j omega. Both will get cancelled. Let us take the LCM here. So 1 into this one is, let us multiply a e to the power of j omega. So minus into minus a square. Okay, so e to the power of j omega, e to the power of minus j omega. Okay, I'm going to multiply and I'm going to take the LCM here. So 1 minus a e to the power of j omega. We have taken the LCM, so directly we have taken and multiplied the quantity. So this will become equal to 1 e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega will become 1, and this quantity will also become 1 here. Okay, so take the LCM, take the equations. Take the equations. Okay. Done, right? Shall we go for next step? So we'll make this as a 1 here. 1 minus, we can take a common here. So minus a common if you take here, e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega will get here. So let us do that one. Okay. So here you can see a e to the power of j omega is there, minus a e to the power of j omega. So both will get cancelled here. We can cancel these two terms here. Plus a e to the power of j omega minus a e to the power of j omega. And the remaining quantity is 1 minus a square will get in the numerator. 1 minus a square will get in the numerator. Okay. So let us take that one. So x of e to the power of j omega, e to the power of j omega will become 1 minus a square. 1 minus a square will get in the numerator. Okay, so 1 minus a square will get, because e to the power of j omega into e to the power of minus j omega. So this is nothing but e to the power of 0 will become 1, and in the denominator, so 1 plus a square minus a into, we can take this one here. So it can be written as 1 plus a square into minus a into e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega. Okay. So e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega. We know this is nothing but the 2 cos theta. So 2 cos omega we can take here, 2 cos omega, because we know from the Euler's formula. So we can rewrite this one as x of e to the power of j omega is equal to 1 minus a square divided by 1 plus a square minus a into, so it is 2 cos omega, 1 minus a into 2 cos omega. So or else we can write as, we can rewrite this one as x of e to the power of j omega is equal to 1 minus a square divided by 1 minus 2a cos omega plus a square. 1 minus 2a cos omega plus a square will get. Okay. So take this one. Done, right? So here you can express this one in terms of the, we can okay, so that's it. We can't express this one. We can't simplify furthermore. So this is the DTFT of the sequence. So which is equal to the a to the power of magnitude of n here. So whenever the magnitude of n will comes here, we should take both the positive and the negative values we're supposed to take here, and we're supposed to solve the problem like that. So right? Any doubts in this one? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so okay, fine. Yeah. So let us take the next problem. So take x of n is equal to delta of 6 minus 2n plus delta of 6 plus 2n. 6 minus 2n and 6 plus 2n. Okay. So here the impulse functions has been given delta of 6 minus 2n and 6 plus 2n here. Let us see. Let us first see when these values will be equal to 1. Later, let us go for finding the DTFT of the sequence here. Okay. So first, let us see when this value will be equal to 1 and when this will be equal to 1 here. So we know for the impulse function. So we know that for the impulse function, so delta of n. So this is equal to 1 when the terms inside the braces that is equal to 0, and 0 for n is not equal to the 0 here. 0 for n is not equal to 0. So now let us equate this in the similar fashion. So we can say that delta of 6 minus 2n. So this is equal to 1 when 6 minus 2n is equal to 0. 6 minus 2n is equal to 0. Or send 2n that side, it is equal to the 6 is equal to 2n, or n is equal to the 3 here. Okay, so it is looking something in the complicated form. So simplify, we can simplify like this here by using the general term. We can simplify like this. So this is equal to 1 when 6 minus 2n is equal to 0, or when n is equal to the 3, and 0 for n is not equal to the 3, and it is equal to 0 for n is not equal to 3. So that is delta of 6 minus 2n. And similarly, we can solve for the delta of 6 plus 2n also. 6 plus 2n also we can solve like that only. So we can write, so delta of 6 plus 2n. So this will be equal to 1 when n is equal to the, so here we got plus 3 here. So this will be minus 3 because the plus symbol is there, and 0 for n is not equal to the minus 3. So these two terms are equal to 1 at n is equal to 3 and n is equal to minus 3, and elsewhere it will be equal to the 0. Elsewhere it will be equal to the 0. Taken, right? Now let us take the DTFT formula. So let us consider the DTFT formula here. So the formula for the DTFT is
Santosh.
Good morning, sir.
ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಂತೋಷ್. ಯಾವ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ?
CO4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ 4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. K4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay. So now once we find the impulse function delta of this one, so then easily we can find out the Fourier transform for this one. So let us write the Fourier transform formula. So it is summation n is equal to minus infinity to the plus infinity x of n into e to the power of minus j omega n, x of n into e to the power of minus j omega n. Now let us substitute the x of n in the given formula. So it will become equal to x of e to the power of j omega is equal to. So first let us substitute here. Later we can evaluate the summation part here. So here x of n can take the value delta of 6 minus 2n plus delta of 6 plus 2n. Okay, so whole thing multiplied by e to the power of minus j omega n. So I'm substituting the value of the x of n, whichever the values are given here. Okay, so then let us simplify let us split the summation for these two terms here. So x of e to the power of j omega. So this will be equal to the summation n is equal to minus infinity to the plus infinity. I'm going to multiply the exponential term with this one. So delta of 6 minus 2n into e to the power of minus j omega n plus I'm going to split another summation by applying the linearity property. So we already seen the linearity property in the Fourier series. So delta of 6 plus 2n into e to the power of minus j omega n, e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay, so because the Fourier transform, Fourier series, Z transform, all those things is going to satisfy the linearity property, and here also it is going to satisfy. We'll see the properties later. Okay, now we know that delta of 6 minus 2n, so this is equal to 1 when n is equal to the 3. So we can substitute n is equal to 3. This value will become equal to 1. Elsewhere it will be equal to the 0 here. Elsewhere it will become equal to 0. So I can write as 1 into e to the power of minus j omega n for n is equal to the 3. We can write like this. We can evaluate like this. So similarly for the next one, we can write. So this summation is equal to 1 only at n is equal to the minus 3 here. That is e to the power of minus j omega n for n is equal to the minus 3. This is having the value 1. So usually we are going to use the notation like this here. N is equal to 3 and n is equal to minus 3 when we are evaluating the value for the respective values for the n here. Okay. Now let us substitute n is equal to 3 here and n is equal to minus 3 in the next one. So it will become e to the power of minus j 3 omega plus e to the power of minus into minus will become plus j 3 omega. Okay, so 3 omega, not n. N will not come in the frequency domain. N will not come here because we are substituting n is equal to 3 here. N is equal to 3 and n is equal to minus 3. So done, right? Now we know that this is in the form of e to the power of j theta plus e to the power of minus j theta is there. We can write this one as the 2 cos theta. We can write here. So x of e to the power of j omega can be written as 2 cos 3 omega. So usually we are going to express like this here. Whenever we have the e to the power of j theta plus e to the power of minus j theta, we can express as a cos theta. Okay, if it is minus is there, we can express as a sin theta. We can express here. Okay, so that is the usual notations we are going to follow in order to express the corresponding exponential sum by using the Euler's formula. Okay, so done, right? Any doubts? So whenever the impulse function it is given, first you can evaluate like this here, so that you will get some idea where this value will be equal to 1. And afterwards, let us substitute in the summation formula and let us take evaluate the respective summation. Okay, let us evaluate the respective summation. Done, right? Okay, now let us go for the next problem. Any doubts in this problem? Any doubts in this problem?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us go for the next one. Let us take one more problem. So take the problem number 8. Okay. So here the sequence x of n is given in terms of the waveforms. It is given here. So for n is equal to 0, it is 0. For n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to the infinity. So this is having the value 1. And for n is equal to this one, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 up to the minus infinity. Okay, whenever we denote with the dotted lines. So this is the thing, it is continuous one here. So this is having the value 1 and this is having the value minus 1 and this is n is equal to 0, it is 0. Okay, so this is, we can represent this one as a x of n, we can represent x of n. But this is not a periodic signal here because at n is equal to 0, it is 0 is there, and this is it is continuous, this is it is continuous, and still it is going to satisfy the Dirichlet condition. As per the Dirichlet condition here, if you're going to take the summation from minus infinity to plus infinity, this will be less than infinity will be there here. Okay, so it is going to satisfy that one, and let us the Fourier transform of this one is going to exist here. So the waveforms are given. Let us convert these waveforms into the mathematical expression. Okay, so x of n is equal to, so n is equal to, it is 1 from n is equal to 1 to the infinity. It is equal to 1 from n is equal to, that is we can write as 1 is less than or equal to n is less than the infinity, is less than the infinity, and it is equal to minus 1 from minus 1 up to the infinity. So we can write as minus infinity is less than n is less than or equal to the minus 1. Okay, because it is starting from -1 and up to the infinity it will takes here. So we can write like this. Done, right? Now let us write the formula for the whenever the waveforms are given. So you're supposed to convert those waveforms into the mathematical expression like this. So then we are going to evaluate the corresponding DTFT we are going to evaluate. So right now let us take the formula for the DTFT. So you can take the DTFT of x of n is given by the DTFT of x of n is given by. So it is x of e to the power of j omega. You write the generalized formula first. So the this formula will constitute at least 1 marks you'll get here. Even if you have some calculations are wrong, means at least you'll get some marks for the formula. So better practice is write the formulas at the beginning. What are the relevant generalized formulas are there? You write those formulas. Okay. Now let us split the summation according to the whatever the value of the x of n is given. So we are going to split one summation from -infinity up to the -1. Other one is from 1 to the infinity. We are going to split here. Let us do that one. So x of e to the power of j omega is equal to, I'm going to split the first summation. N is equal to -infinity up to the -1. The value is -1. Multiply with the corresponding exponential term minus j omega n plus the summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. The x of n amplitude is 1. It is e to the power of minus j omega n. E to the power of minus j omega n. Okay. Done, right? Now, as we know that we don't have any formula which is going to start from -infinity up to the -1. We'll change n to the minus n in the first summation. We're going to change here n to the minus n, so that we'll get the form. We'll get the form from n is equal to 1 to infinity. We'll get here, so we can evaluate this summation easily. Okay, so let us change n to minus n in the first summation. So change n to minus n in the first summation. In the first summation, change n to minus n in the first summation. So the x of e to the power of j omega will become summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. So we are changing only n here, not the amplitude, because there is no n here. So only n is present here. So don't get confused. Okay. So n is equal to -1 to -1 into e to the power of plus j omega n. This -1 will be written like that only. Okay. So plus the second summation will remain like that only. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity e to the power of minus j omega n, e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay. Now we are going to apply the sum of infinite series formula. We are going to apply. Already we have seen the formula. Let us apply that one. Okay. So apply. So here we know that the formula. So we know that summation n is equal to 1 to infinity, because I'm going to take the modified version. A to the power of n is equal to a divided by 1 minus a. So provided a should be less than 1. Provided a should be less than 1. So apply that formula and let us simplify. So for this one, -1 is there. I'm going to retain -1 like that only. A is nothing but it is e to the power of j omega n. Okay. So a is nothing but e to the power of j omega, not n here. So here you can take a in the first summation as a e to the power of j omega. Sorry, e to the power of j omega in the first summation, and a in the second summation as e to the power of minus j omega. So divided by 1 minus e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega divided by n will not come. So 1 minus e to the power of j omega minus j omega. Take the LCM, simplify and tell me the answer. Do it first. Take the LCM of this one. Simplify. So as you did in the last problem, you can take the LCM of this one. Tell me the answer, how much you'll get.
2 minutes, sir.
Yeah. So do find the LCM, everyone. Find the LCM. So some problems we need to take the LCM, some problems we are not going to take. So depending on the sequence, how the sequence will be there. Okay. So if you take the LCM, so this will become, you can directly multiply the sequences so that we can save one step here. So minus e to the power of j omega minus e to the power of j omega into e to the power of minus j omega. And if you cross multiply, so 1 into minus will become minus 1 into e to the power of j omega. So minus into minus will
So
become plus.
plus e to the power j omega into e power minus j omega, no, sir, in denominator.
1 minus.
Denominator, sir. Last term. It will
Okay.
be plus e to the power j omega into e power minus j omega, no, sir.
Yeah, last one. Yeah, this is okay. Plus minus into minus will become plus. Okay. Yeah, correct. So now you can multiply e to the power of j omega. Next, minus into minus will become plus e to the power of j omega, e to the power of minus j omega. Okay, so plus e to the power of minus j omega. So that's why you should make note the sign of this one. Otherwise, the problem will go wrong. Okay, so be careful when you are multiplying the minus and plus signs. So next one is minus into minus e to the power of j omega, e to the power of minus j omega. Okay, so these two terms will become 1 and this will become 1 and this will become 1, plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled here. So this one will get cancelled with this one. Okay, so the answer will become x of e to the power of j omega is equal to, so this two will get cancelled. It is e to the power of minus j omega minus e to the power of plus j omega will get, in the denominator it will become, so this is plus 1, this is plus 1, it will become 2 minus, we can take minus common here, e to the power of j omega plus e to the power of minus j omega will get here. Okay, so this two will get cancelled. The remaining quantity is e to the power of minus j omega in the numerator minus e to the power of plus j omega. So divided by 1 plus 1. So this will become 1 here. Minus if you take common, so it is e to the power of plus j omega into e to the power of minus j omega will get. Okay, so done. Now we can take minus common, we can take here from this one because we can express this as a sine theta, we can express here. So we know that e to the power of j theta minus e to the power of minus j theta can be written as a 2j into sine theta, we can write here. So let us express this one in terms of like that 2j into sine theta. So I can write as minus 2j into sine omega, we can express here because already we know this one, and similarly in the denominator, so 2 minus 2 into cos omega we can express here, cos omega. So if you want, you can write the formula. So e to the power of j theta minus e to the power of minus j theta is 2j sine theta. Okay, so it is can be written as 2 into j into sine theta. Similarly, e to the power of j theta plus e to the power of minus j theta can be written as 2 into cos theta, we can write here 2 into cos theta. So here you can cancel out the 2 here. So x of e to the power of j omega will become, so 2 will get cancelled. So the remaining quantity is minus j into, or minus you can multiply to the denominator. So this will become plus. If you multiply the minus, it will become cos omega minus 1 will get here. Cos omega minus 1. Okay. Cos omega minus 1 will get, and this is the Fourier transform, that is the DTFT of the sequence x of n, which is given in terms of the waveform. Okay. Done, right? Fine. Let us take the next problem. Any doubts in this problem? So whenever the waveforms is given, you have to convert into the respective mathematical functions, and we can find out the corresponding values. We can find out like this here. Okay, so the thing, whatever may be the complicated problem is given, just you simplify the problem into the simplified form, whichever we know it here, then substitute in the formula and split accordingly and evaluate the formulas here, evaluate as per the formulas. So that's why I'm telling you, make a list of the formulas like this at the end of your notebook, so that if you are recalling those formulas, so you are going to remember when you are solving the problems in the exam. So it will be easy for you to score the marks and you can cover the time. Okay, so there will be, you will not feel that the time is insufficient for solving the problems. Okay, so that's why you should remember the formulas and make a note of these formulas at the end of the notebook. So that's a good practice in any mathematical subjects. It may be in mathematics or in the signals and systems, or it may be in control systems also. So take next problem. X of n is equal to a. X of n is equal to a from 0 is less than equal to n is less than or equal to l minus 1 and 0 otherwise. So far we have seen the formula, which is infinite duration sequences. We find the DTFT of the infinite duration sequences. Now let us see the DTFT of the finite duration sequence. Here the value of n can take the value from 0 to the L minus 1, it will take here 0 to the L minus 1. So let us see the DTFT of the finite duration sequence and let us evaluate that one. Okay. So right. Now let us write the formula for the DTFT. We can take the DTFT of x of n is given by. So always write this formula, generalized formula. The DTFT of x of n is given by. So it is x of e to the power of j omega. So which is summation n is equal to minus infinity to the plus infinity x of n into e to the power of minus j omega n. X of n into e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay. Now let us substitute x of n by changing the limits of the n to the 0 to the L minus 1. As a you can substitute here. So it is x of e to the power of j omega. The limits of the summation we can change as 0 to the, because x of n is equal to a from 0 to the L minus 1. That's why we need to reflect the same thing in the its limits, and x of n we can replace with the a here. So 0 to L minus 1, the value of x of n is a e to the power of minus j omega n. A into e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay. Now a is the constant we can take outside the integration. We can outside the summation we can take here, because it's not a function of n. So whichever is not a function of the summation limits, we are going to treat that one as a constant here. Already we know that one. So it is e to the power of minus j omega into n. E to the power of minus j omega into n. E to the power of minus j omega into n. Okay. So I'll rewrite the formula if it is not visible. X of e to the power of j omega is equal to a into summation n is equal to 0 to the L minus 1 e to the power of minus j omega into n. Okay, so this is a function of n here. That's why I'm keeping inside the summation. So right now we have seen the sum of finite terms formula already. We have seen in case of the convolution sum already we have seen, and in the module 1 also we have seen that one. When you are applying the power, evaluating the finding the power of the signal. Let us recall that formula. So we know that. Okay, so we have the formula summation n is equal to 0 to the n minus 1 a to the power of n. So this is equal to 1 minus a to the power of n divided by 1 minus a. So provided a should not be equal to 1 here. Provided a should not be equal to 1. Let us call this as equation number 1 here. Okay, so because we need to check whether whenever the a is equal to 1 will encounter. Let us see. That's why I'm going to call this as equation 1. So here in place of this one, we have the value of a. A can be equal to the a is equal to the e to the power of minus j omega we have here. A is equal to minus j omega. So let us substitute and let us evaluate the summation. E to the power of j omega is equal to a into. So it is 1 minus a to the power of, in place of n we have L is there. So we can write a is nothing but e to the power of minus j omega into L we can take here. A is nothing but e to the power of minus j omega, and also n is nothing but L here in the given summation, given problem. So we can write 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega. 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega, and provided e to the power of minus j omega should not be equal to 1 as per this condition. E to the power of minus j omega, the magnitude of this one should not be equal to 1 here. Should not be equal to 1. E to the power of minus j omega should not be equal to 1. So when this will become equal to 1, when e to the power of minus j omega will become equal to 1, at what value of, because the variable quantity is omega here, the variable quantity is omega, at what value of omega this will become equal to 1?
0, sir.
Very good, excellent. So at omega should not be equal to 0. If I substitute omega is equal to 0, so e to the power of 0 will become 1 here. So this is the case that, so when we are evaluating we are going to take like this here. First we are going to take the respective value. Later we are going to derive for the corresponding term which is going to exist here. So this is for omega is not equal to the 0 here. Okay, so this is the value of x of e to the power of j omega for omega is not equal to 0. Now in order to find out for omega is equal to 0, what is the value? We are going to consider the equation 1, and this one we are going to substitute omega is equal to 0, and we are going to find the corresponding value here. Okay, so let us take. Okay, so this is for omega is not equal to 0. You are taken. Next you can take let omega is equal to 0 in the equation 1. In the equation 1, you are going to substitute omega is equal to 0. So this is the omega is equal to 0 in the equation 1. So this has become x of e to the power of j into 0 because the value of omega is 0 here. I can substitute like this. A into summation n is equal to 0 to the L minus 1 e to the power of 0 to the power of n, 0 to the power of n. So this can be taken as e to the power of 0 is 1, 1 to the power of n is nothing but 1 only. So it will become summation n is equal to 0 to L minus 1, 1, 1. Okay. So if you're going to add the 1 n times, so this will become n will get here. So the summation value will become equal to, so already we know we know that the formula we know. What the formula we know is summation n is equal to 0 to the, okay, n minus 1 into 1 is equal to the, so it is n minus 1 plus 1 will get here. So this will become equal to n. This will become equal to 1 n. So that this will become L minus 1 plus 1. So this will become A into L will get. So this is for omega is equal to 0. This is for omega is equal to 0. Now let us summarize the value for x of e to the power of j omega. So this is equal to A into L for omega is equal to 0. And it is A into, so this is the value 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega L divided by 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega. Okay, so this is for omega is not equal to 0. Omega is not equal to 0. Done. Okay. Any doubts in this problem? Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us take the next problem. X of n is equal to u of n. So this is the exam problem, and even this is also the exam problem. X of n is equal to u of n. Okay. So let us take that one. So we know that u of n is equal to, it is equal to 1 for 0 is less than n is less than infinity. The value of u of n is equal to 1 from 0 to the infinity, and it is equal to 0. Okay, so for n is less than 0. For n is less than 0, so this is equal to the 0. Now let us write the formula for the DTFT. Let us write the formula for the DTFT of the sequence. Okay, so I'll take the DTFT of the sequence here. So the DTFT of so x of n is given by so x of e to the power of j omega is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to the plus infinity x of n into e to the power of minus j omega n e to the power of minus j omega n. Let us substitute x of n here. So this is equal to 1 from 0 to the infinity. So this is the summation n is equal to, so let us substitute for the x of n here. It is u of n into e to the power of minus j omega n. So summation n is equal to, the u of n is nothing but 1 here. N is equal to 0 to infinity 1 into e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay, so this is in the form of, we can see this is in the form of summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a to the power of n. So it is equal to 1 by 1 minus a, provided a should be less than 1. So this is in the form of like that only. So e to the power of minus j omega n is there. So e to the power of minus j omega value, obviously it is less than 1 only will get here, less than 1. Okay, so it is in the form like this. In place of a, we have e to the power of minus j omega is there, e to the power of minus j omega. So we can write e to the power of j omega is equal to, so 1 divided by 1 minus a, it is e to the power of minus j omega. 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega will get. So this is the DTFT of the sequence x of n. This is the DTFT of the sequence x of n here, which is equal to u of n. Okay. Done. So if you want, you can express this one as also as the, so you can express this one as also as in terms of the sine function, we can express here sine function. So how to express is, suppose if you have this function like this, 1 minus e to the power of minus j omega, I can take half of this value as a common I can take here. So this one can be written as, I'll take in terms of the theta. Okay, so I can take half of this as a common I can take here. So e to the power of minus j theta by 2. So this will become e to the power of plus j theta by 2 minus e to the power of minus j theta by 2. So this in term we can express as a, so it is 2 e to the power of minus j theta by 2, sorry, 2j. So e to the power of j theta by 2 minus e to the power of minus j theta by 2 is nothing but 2j into sine theta by 2. Okay, so we can express like this here. By using the Euler's expansion formula, we can express like this, 2j into e to the power minus j theta by 2 to sine theta by 2. We can express like this. Okay, so then let us express this in terms of the sine function. So it will become x of e to the power of j theta will become 1 divided by 2j into e to the power of minus j theta by 2, e to the power of j theta by 2 into sine theta by 2. Okay, into sine theta by 2, we can express like this. Okay, if you want, you can send this to the numerator. So this is a different form of writing the answer. So e to the power of j theta by 2 divided by 2j into sine theta by 2. Okay, so this is the DTFT of the sequence. So right. So any doubts in this one? Any doubts? Okay, so let us take this problem as a homework problem and let us try to solve this one here. So take the problem number 11. X of n is equal to minus a to the power of n into u of minus n minus 1. U of minus n minus 1. Okay, so here a can take the value. So less than 1 it will take here. That is 0 is less than a is less than 1 it will take. Right. So here we know that I'm going to simplify this one. I will give and you can take this one. So u of minus n minus 1. So this is nothing but it is equal to 1. It is equal to 1. So you know that u of n minus 1 is nothing but this is equal to 1 when n is greater than or equal to 1 to infinity. That is from 1 to the infinity, this is equal to 1. When I take the minus here, so this will be the reflected version you'll get here. So this is from minus 1 to the minus infinity you'll get here. Okay, so let me write here. We have u of n minus 1. This is equal to 1 from 1 is less than n less than infinity. Okay, this will be equal to 1 here. When you take the reflection, this will go to the negative side here. This will go to the negative side. So at the negative side, it will become this is equal to 1 when minus infinity is less than n is less than or equal to the minus 1 and it is equal to 0 otherwise here. It is equal to 0 otherwise. So you can write x of n can be written as minus a to the power of n. Okay, so from minus infinity is less than n is less than or equal to the minus 1 and 0 otherwise. 0 otherwise. So in the formula, let us change the integration accordingly and let us do that one. So here x of e to the power of j omega is it. So this will become summation n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. So that is we can write substitute the generalized the given value into e to the power of minus j omega n. Okay. Now we can change accordingly the limits. Summation n will become equal to the, so minus infinity up to the minus 1. It is minus a to the power of n into e to the power of minus j omega n. And we can change and you can evaluate this one. So many problems we have done of this kind. You try to change and evaluate this one. Okay. Change and evaluate this one. And try to solve this as a homework. Solve this problem as a homework here. Any doubts? Any doubts in this one?
No, sir.
Okay, you try to solve this problem here and solve it as a homework.